Hey Cancer, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 19th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. The heart of your reading, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. You're thinking of something about like processing grief. I'm getting someone. Okay. I'm gonna have to tell this as a bit of a story because I think that'll be the simplest way to describe it. I'm getting the energy of someone who recently experienced grief, a difficult time. They had to process it, and so they were seeking out some supportive content on social media. That caused the algorithm to train on that information and supply content that was in line with what you needed, what you were looking for. You know, you were looking at that content longer, so it says, okay, you want to see this, I'll give you more of it. Now, however, it's still supplying you with that content despite the fact that you don't need it anymore. And that's how I'm getting this energy. So if that's not your exact situation, kind of apply it or extrapolate to fit your situation. I'm getting very much like, I've healed. I am putting that grieving process, that ruminating time in the past. I'm ready to move toward what I still have going on for me, the good things in my life, these two cups, as indicated by the reversal of the Five of Cups. It's over, it's done, I'm moving on. And then the Six of Pentacles in reverse is like, either I don't need it or I don't want to give it. So some of you might be more in the position of someone expecting something from you, and because you're done grieving, because you're healing, you're further along in the healing process, you are no longer in a position to give whatever they're expecting from you. Show me what the challenge is. Two of Swords in reverse. Sticking to a decision that's already been made, or honoring a decision that someone else has made. Letting it stand. Sorry, I want to turn this off. 1 second. When I edit my videos, I use a voice isolator to edit the audio. So at least as I've been hearing it in post when I'm editing these videos, my air conditioner the sound of it doesn't show up that loud, but in person it's loud. It's distracting. So it's always this balance between like, oh well, do I want to be comfortable, or do I want to be hot, or do I want to be distracted by the sound? Can't have it both ways. So I guess that might be applicable to you somehow. Maybe you've been feeling something similar, like I can't have it both ways. Show me, what is Cancer focused on? We have the Nine of Swords. Even though you're further along in your healing process, you're ready to move on, there's still grief. There's still maybe resulting fears, doubts, insecurities, sleepless nights to contend with. I mean, even though the Five of Cups is reversed, that doesn't mean that energy is out of your experience quite yet. The card is still showing up. Just means that you've recently kind of turned a corner and you feel more like you're moving forward than looking back. Show me what led up to this in the recent past. What led up to this for Cancer that's relevant for them to hear about today? We have the Hierophant in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Getting some hands-on experience with creating a new way of doing things, seeing why maybe the established way of doing things isn't always the best fit for you. I think this was an instance where you had to learn it the hard way. You may have been following what you were always taught was the right way, what your religion told you was the right way, what your mom and dad instilled in you. These are the values we want you to live by. There's some sort of like Hierophant being turned on its head is like you're brushing off or rejecting or pushing away this sort of cloak of expectation of behavioral patterns. Because you got to be hands-on with it in a situation where it affected you personally, and I think it took applying whatever the established way was for you to see that it didn't work and necessitate you coming up with a new way of doing things. And that's sort of relevant to whatever loss you've experienced or the thing that you're grieving. You could be just grieving the loss of, like, I'm not going to live by that principle anymore. Maybe you've left a religion. Maybe, well, I don't want to go too far down that. I think you get what I'm saying. From your higher self perspective, a good thing that can come out of all of this is Magician in reverse energy. There's something that you've been, a method that you've been using in order to manifest what you want into your life that is coming to an end because of whatever's occurring in your life. And your higher self sees that as a good thing. Not to say that you shouldn't have any method of manifestation in life, but it's either a thing that you were wanting to manifest, like you were saying a mantra like, I will be this, or I will have this, or this will happen in my life, or whatever, lighting a candle for this thing to occur, and that being your routine, your ritual, an emblematic activity to keep your eye on the prize. That's the thing you were doing. All those possibilities I was just describing was when you were a magician in the upright. Your higher self is like, look, now you're changing that, or you're not doing that the same way, or you're not asking for the same things anymore. And it's that shift that is the silver lining of this whole experience. It's going to mean a better life for you moving forward because of the shift that's happened within you. You're now aligned to different types of experiences as you move forward in life. Show me the near future. We have a big yes or an opportunity to think in a new direction, a new idea. I mean, you're letting go of a set of old beliefs or a set of old ideas about the way things need to be done. So this seems like inspiration about what's going to replace that for you. It's mental clarity on offer from the universe. So look for some, like overhearing someone at a coffee shop. Some universe is going to work through your environment. So whether that's overhearing someone else, or someone mentions it to you directly, or you receive a text, or you see it online somehow, there's some piece of information that's going to be useful to you, if not crucial, in this sort of like, oh, it can be this way. That really fits. That feels right. It's going to feel right. Show me what's going to affect the situation that you don't see coming is this Four of Pentacles energy. This could be an urge coming from within you to sort of hold on to something for dear life. Maybe you didn't realize you were so sort of desperate for security or safety. But if that's a surprising behavior that comes from within you, I could see it being like, oh, I didn't realize I was so untethered. I'm so, like, you could find yourself really holding on tightly to a friendship or to a relationship that you have. Maybe it's like a behavior. I really need a smoke, or I really just I want to go have some chicken nuggets. Nothing's gonna solve this. I need chicken nuggets right now. There's something that brings you peace, that brings you comfort, that you're just like, it's like a security blanket for you right now. If it's not a behavior, then it's a person. And I think it's likely a behavior that's coming from within you. Although the surprising element might be that someone else, you witness this in someone else holding on for dear life. So if whatever you're experiencing letting go of, excuse me, my throat's. Need some tea. If you're letting go of something is, excuse me, necessitating a separation from people, they might react by holding on to you or doubling down on their behaviors. If they see you walking away from it, they could say, oh, you're walking away from it, but I'm definitely not. I'm doing it double. I'm doing it triple now. So it might be that sort of a manifestation of that energy. Whatever it is, it's going to take you by surprise somehow. You won't see it coming. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Your hopes and fears in this situation. We have the Star in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. Star in reverse in this position tells me you're afraid to even have hope. You feel despondent. You feel somewhat hopeless right now. I'm sorry that you feel that way. It's natural to feel that way when you are recovering from a loss that is severe enough that you feel like you need to grieve. Hope is not gone. It's just out of sight. But it's for you right now, it's connected to, there's this message that wants to come through here about this Two of Pentacles. And that has to do with like feeling like you are doing a lot. You have to do it all. Maybe you want to stay busy to sort of not think about your hopelessness, or that you've lost sight of a vision or a dream that you had, which kind of like keeps you going. There's nothing, it's kind of the feeling of, I don't have anything to look forward to. So I'm just going to stay busy. I'm going to take on an extra part-time job so that I fill up my time. It's that sort of a vibe. That's how I'm picking up on it for you right now. These energies resolve, however, with a very swift action, Knight of Swords, resulting in sun energy. This is great. This is the clouds lifting. This is a sunny disposition because of your external circumstances. You're not going to have to rally this from within yourself. It's going to be presented to you as an environment that you can step into, but it is going to sort of coalesce with you stepping into taking action, stepping into the role of the Knight of Swords, which is, I have my truth, I am wearing it, like I'm armed with it, and I'm letting that concept, that idea, lead me forward in the actions that I take, ideologically aligned with what I believe. So it's like, all right, I know it to be true. This is what I have to do. I'm going to do it. That sort of aligns with your near future, this sort of eureka moment or a a new idea, a sort of realization that's going to motivate you in a certain direction, you start taking action in that direction and things are really going to start to warm up for you. It's going to feel a lot happier, a lot more easy, a lot more abundant. You're going to start to see possibilities in the future. And an optimism will start to take root. Your advice, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, pardon. I said that for a reason, obviously, so I'll mention it in a moment, but this is the obviously the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is telling you, if it's coming through as advice, to keep the momentum going or get some momentum started. If you're feeling stagnant right now, this is saying, once you take the first few steps, it's going to have a snowball effect and it won't feel as hard. You'll get momentum going and that'll be on your side. It'll feel like the wind is in your sails. The sun is at your back. If you already have things moving in a certain direction and you're sort of dragging your feet like, oh, I don't want to, do I have to? This is saying go with the flow, get yourself in motion and it'll start to feel easier. If you've had a flurry of communication recently, this is saying that's a good thing. Keep it going. And then I mentioned, since I mentioned the Eight of Pentacles, that's like your routine, what you do hands-on over and over and over again in a repetitive sense. A lot of times it's interpreted as the work we do, because going to work and performing our work duties is kind of the most repetitious, hands-on thing that we do. It's the way that energy manifests in our in our human lives. So this could have something to do with getting back to work or putting the work in or setting a routine and making it part of your regular habits. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. Have a wonderful day and I will see you back tomorrow.